Things got crazy. And you won't believe the panic. These streets weren't fit to be on. I know how they must sound. The dead people, the walkers.
Our collective zombie obsession began long before The Walking Dead premiered, although it certainly helped. In fact, it's still going strong to this day, with creators bringing new life to stories of the undead. Zombies can serve as metaphors for our broken society or as catalysts for bringing humanity together. Sometimes they're even kind of funny, in all their bloody, snarling glory. No matter what, zombie stories are always entertaining. Here, we highlight some zombie TV shows and movies that are worth checking out. These are alternately bleak, hilarious, and thrilling watches, meaning there's a little something for every kind of zombie fan. Number 7. The Walking Dead. Based on Robert Kirkman's comic book series, The Walking Dead is a pioneering entry in the zombie TV canon. The drama centers around Rick Grimes, a small-town sheriff who awakens from a coma to find that society has been overtaken by a virus that turns living beings into undead walkers who feed on the flesh of humans. Rick becomes the leader of a group of survivors that includes Norman Reedus Darrell, Stephen Yeun's Glenn and Denai Guerrera's Michonne, and together, they work to rebuild. Across 11 seasons, they come to discover that walkers aren't the only dangers out in this decimated version of the world. Number 6. Zombieland. Not every zombie story has to be so serious. Ruben Fleischer's Zomcom stars Jesse Eisenberg as Columbus, a survivor who gets by in an undead-infested world by abiding by a specific set of rules, such as beware of bathrooms and double-tap every kill. As he embarks on a road trip to find his parents, he teams up with a group of oddballs along the way, including Tallahassee, a gleeful killer in search of Twinkies, and scrappy sisters Wichita and Little Rock. Its run time, clocking in at around 90 minutes, zany approach to classic zombie gore and droll sense of humor, plus the unexpected heart that comes courtesy of the bond between its 4 leads, makes for a breezy, satisfying watch. Number 5. All of Us Are Dead. In this South Korean series, classrooms become battlegrounds as high school students are forced to fight for their lives after a sudden zombie virus begins to spread rapidly among their classmates. Over its 12-episode first season, the students form a disparate group, working together and fending for themselves as most of the adults in charge of controlling the situation all but abandon them. All of Us Are Dead is a bloody thriller that effectively turns its central location into a terrifying prison for its group of survivors, all while using the zombie genre to examine topics of corruption, wealth inequality, and the myriad ways in which the older generation has failed young people. Number 4. Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder's high-stakes heist is set in a version of Las Vegas that has been rendered unrecognizable by a zombie outbreak, a problem that the U.S. military is one day away from eradicating with a nuclear strike. With only hours to spare, a billionaire tasks mercenary turned fry cook Scott Ward with recovering $200 million from an abandoned casino vault. To pull it off, he rounds up a band of thieves, including his friends Cruz and Bandero, helicopter pilot Marianne, safecracker Dieter, and Ward's own estranged daughter, Kate. As they fight their way through hordes of zombies, the group learns that even the end of the world isn't free of social and political hierarchies. Number 3. Black Summer. Set in the aftermath of a zombie plague, this series tells its story in vignettes, focusing on a revolving door of survivors that it repeatedly warns could turn into bloodthirsty zombies at the drop of a hat. Transformations are instant and brutal. Here, the walking corpses are lightning fast and doggedly focused on killing their targets, making the many scenes in which the undead pursue humans feel like tense, adrenaline-packed nightmares. One memorable episode from Season 1 consists almost entirely of a character running from place to place, trying to avoid a relentless zombie. While some zombie stories are about finding hope and humanity in a broken society, Black Summer is more interested in providing a grisly, gory experience. Number 2. #Alive. This South Korean horror film focuses on Junwoo, a video game streamer who holes up in his family's apartment and tries to live out the apocalypse by himself as a gruesome virus consumes his city. Just as he begins to lose hope, he makes contact with a neighbor, Yubin, and the two strike up a tentative bond while helping each other fight off invading zombies. #Alive has fun with the creative methods Junwoo and Yubin use to distract and kill the undead and, as the hashtag in its title suggests, explores the power of social media in times of crisis. Number 1. iZombie. Think procedural, but make it undead. Rose McIver stars as Liv Moore, a medical resident who's turned into a zombie while attending a boat party. She quickly discovers that she needs to regularly feed on human brains to avoid fully transforming into a stereotypical zombie. How does she find her way around it without actually having to kill anyone? She takes a job as a medical examiner, of course. In a kooky twist, Liv realizes that eating human brains allows her to experience flashbacks to the person's life, and she uses her unique abilities to help Detective Clyde Babineau, Malcolm Goodwin, solve murders. For avoiding most of the traditional genre tropes, iZombie feels like a breath of fresh air, granted, a very macabre one. So that's 7 zombie movies and shows to watch on Netflix. I hope you like this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe to this channel. See you in another video. Bye.